We have similar problems in Connecticut, and we put forth the grievance law last year. Unfortunately, this law met the most resistance and did not pass, but there were achievements. There were achievements, and Anna is going to tell us about the entire bill and what's been done.
Good afternoon, and as you know, my name is Anna Estrada. I'd like to, Dennis mentioned, I'm also a resident. I'm PHRN board member. I also work as a public housing resident organizer for Vista. PHRN hired me for that. I started out 4 years ago as a resident where I live at as a secretary in the tenant council, and I started out in the PHRN as the translator really, but I got involved. I went out throughout the state of Connecticut, helped out Mr. Les Williams with PHRN to get residents organized. The reason that I'm going to speak about the grievance procedure is, and the grievance procedure, I'm going to give you a little introduction about it. The grievance procedure is the policy of the Housing Authority, which HUD developed 20 years ago, but housing doesn't let the residents know. But yet, it's in your lease. If you read your lease, it's there. And the resident has a right to a grievance procedure. The resident has a right to an informal hearing and a formal hearing at all times. And the only one that could do the grievance procedure is the head of the household. I want to let you know that. Now, in the process to the grievance procedure, any complaint that you have in case of eviction, or anything that has to do with excuse me for a minute, with the tendency for the PHA to determine your tendency as a resident, that's a way of you to start a grievance procedure. Now, where I live at, the PHRN chapter in Meriden, Connecticut, we started and we developed the tenant council and the rest of the residents, which I am included, we developed a grievance procedure committee. We meet at least twice a month in the community room. We listen to the grievance of the residents. We hand them out a form so they could fill out with their names, apartment numbers, what is the grievance, and what is the solution that they want for PHRN to solve. We don't solve the problems for them, but we work with them for a solution. Now, when the resident takes this to the main office of the Public Housing Authority, we make sure we let the PHRN lets the resident know to make sure that you stamp and copy this. And don't go alone. Always go with a witness. Always go with a witness. And there's 5 business days. If you don't get an answer, you follow up with a call or you follow up with another letter. If that doesn't help, then you go for a formal hearing. In the formal hearing, you get to have a hearing officer, which is established by the CFR 24. Excuse me for a minute. And the hearing officer is there to defend, to hear you out. Now, we've had PHRN and the residents where I live at have had a lot of success in every grievance procedures that I have assisted them with. Although, as a matter of fact, the executive director, every time we go with a grievance procedure, he usually looks at us and says, "Oh, no." But we've had a lot of success in every grievance procedure that we've had. If you don't know what a grievance procedure is, I've already explained to you, this was established 20 years ago by HUD. And it has to do with any kind of grievance that you have, that if public housing is trying to mess with you and getting you evicted, or if you have a complaint that anything that's something wrong in your apartment, in your unit, and you've complained to the property manager, and you have it, and the property manager hasn't sent maintenance to fix it, that's a grievance right there. There's a grievance right there, and you have your rights. They cannot tell you no. Excuse me. The reason we started this process is because of the residents of having too many complaints and coming to PHRN and didn't know what to do. When PHRN heard about it, we got together and we instructed and we did workshops with the residents, letting them know the process and the procedure. There's right now, I worked in New Britain, Connecticut. There was a lot of complaints. Residents were having a lot of problems with the executive directors and the property managers there. We did a couple of grievance procedures there with residents, Les Williams and I, and there was a lot of victories there. We've also had a lot of success in grievances with situations that residents had bed bugs, and the PHA didn't want to do nothing about it. When we got into the grievance procedure, there was success. There was a lot of victories. We've had so far in the state of Connecticut, throughout the state of Connecticut, we've had a lot of successes in our grievance procedures, and that's why we're trying, and we're going to keep on going to the Capitol in Hartford and push this so it could be amended as a law. Thank you.